boom, boom, just that quick. Just as quick as you can move between movements. That's what we want to do. We want to keep this thing hopping. So, hello gang, welcome back to Mark's 60 plus fitness journey. Today was arm day for me at the gym, and as I was doing my arm day, I happened to think how easily replicated this arm day could be done at home using resistance bands. So what I did was I came back and set up my superset that can be done at home for a really, really good arm day. It's 2 sets of biceps, 2 sets of tricep exercises, done in superset fashion, one after the other for 4 cycles. And at the end, I've got a little bonus for you that you can also implement in this if you want to. So let's get to it. I'll show you what I did. By the way, I wanted to mention this. This arm day, since it's a fairly easy day, it was about 40 minutes altogether at the gym. Since it is an easy day, I feel like I need to get a little extra cardio work in. And if you've seen my videos, I generally split my day up into 2 workouts, a morning and an afternoon, generally. And so today was arm workout day. Now this afternoon, to finish up my workout so that I feel good about my day, I'm going to go do a run. I don't know exactly what it's going to be today. It's going to be at least a 4-miler, maybe some intervals in it. I don't know. But I did want to mention, to complete this full arm day, I also have a cardio section of it that I throw in at the end. All right, now let's go do it. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to superset biceps, triceps with very little rest in between. Now, supersetting means we'll do a set of 10 to 12 reps with biceps. Then we're going to go right over and do some tricep work with resistance bands. Boom, boom, just that quick. Just as quick as you can move between movements. That's what we want to do. We want to keep this thing hopping. So, starting with the curls, what we're going to do, I've got the resistance band set at the base of the door. I have this in an eyeball. Obviously, you can put yours under the door. Okay, so what we want to do is get set up such that, let me get set here. We want to have our elbows back and some resistance, starting resistance. And we want to start from this position here. And we want to keep our elbows still and just curl up. This hits, I would say, the outer head more than anything else. And it gives a nice pre-stretch to the bicep. And we want to do 10 to 12 reps here. So find a weight where you can get 10 to 12 reps to near failure and get a nice little pump. And we want to get a nice contraction all the way at the top there. You can even hold it a bit. This does feel awesome, I gotta tell you. And this does replicate a hammer curl at the gym using dumbbells on an incline bench. Okay. Idea is to keep your elbows behind you, like so. Very good. Okay. So next, we're going to jump right into some tricep work. Following directly behind the bicep drag curls, we're going to jump right into some tricep push downs using resistance bands. I have mine over my pull-up bar. You can also do this over your door. Just put it at the top of the door and it works just the same. Now, what I'm going to do is I've got 70 pounds set up here, a 50 and a 20 band. And I'm going to grab these bands right above the handles here. We're not going to actually use the handles, but we're going to use just the bands. Grab them right there, palms facing inward, and we're going to press down and do a nice little tricep extension with a nice full push down all the way down. Push your arms down as far as you can to the point where you feel these triceps fully contracted. And again, keep the tension on the whole movement. Get a nice stretch all the way to the top and back down. We want to keep the stress on the muscles, so keep the tension on. Time under tension really helps that muscle grow. It does a lot more work. It turns out this weight here may be too much for me to do a set of 10. But It's a really excellent movement. I believe this hits the entirety of the tricep, and it is a burner. So we want to do 10 to 12 of these. Then we're going to jump right over to the second exercise in the bicep movement. All right. Oh God, that's good. It's very good. Okay, let's go do the second bicep exercise. Okay, so now we've done one set of drag curls. We've done one set of two-handed tricep pushdowns. Now we're going to jump right into the next bicep movement. I've got my band set up about shoulder width, shoulder height, a little lower than shoulder height, but somewhere in this area right here. You can adjust this as you need in your door. You want to get some nice starting resistance, and you want to have a weight that will get you 10 to 12 reps to near failure. You want to keep your elbows out in front of your body, and you're pre-stretching the bicep this way. Keep our elbows still and just curl up. Really nice contraction. Focus on contracting that muscle. Getting nice peak. We want to do 10 to 12 reps here. This is something you'd almost have to, it's hard to do at the gym, this particular movement, because you'd have to do it on a cable machine, I guess. But this is perfect. These two bicep exercises hit the outer and inner head, both heads of the bicep muscle. It's very nice. Contract, hold it, really get a nice pinch up here at the top, keeping the resistance on the whole movement. Time under tension, keeping the muscles under stress. It's very good. It's a very good exercise. Okay, next we're going to do a set of single arm resistance bands, push downs for triceps next. So let's move over there and let me show you that. It's going to be very similar to the two hand, but we're going to isolate it to one arm at a time. So let's go do that. Fourth exercise is the last tricep exercise, the second of the two tricep exercises. Here again, we're going to use resistance bands. Now you'll notice I call these functional bands. I have one of these set up. You can use this, or you can use your regular resistance bands. So I'll start out with these regular resistance bands, and here we're going to do a single arm push down. And the reason I do this is I just think I can put a lot more emphasis on each arm when I do this as opposed to the two-arm version. But it's essentially the same movement. You just want to grab the resistance bands like so. And I've got both of them here. This is a 20, I think. And we're just going to focus on pushing our hand down, extending our arm, and getting a full tricep extension. It's very good. We're going to do 10 to 12 again, same thing with both arms. Keeping the tension on the whole time. Mind-muscle connection, feeling that tricep, knowing that you're working that tricep. 10 to 12 of these. And again, you can do the same thing with this functional flat band. You just grab it where it feels like to be appropriate tension to do the same thing. Works the same way. So these work too for this. 10 to 12 reps. Very good. Here's a little bonus that we can include in your tricep work at home using resistance bands. Now I've created this bar, and in it I've put an eye bolt in the middle. It's a 1-inch wooden dowel that I made. I'll link I have a video of resistance bands, tips, and tricks that I will link up above in the top right corner. Show you how I did this. But we'll get this bar, we'll hook it up to our resistance bands, and here we can do a couple of variations. We can do a reverse down like so. Again, very excellent movements, a little different than the ones we did prior. I think when we do these, I can feel this more on this outer head of the tricep. You do the same thing of sets of 10 to 12 to near failure. You can include this in this workout or substitute it for one of the push downs. You can also do this as well. Just do a push down this way. Again, 10 to 12 reps, keeping the appropriate weight. Just a nice option to use or try at home. However, I do believe the first two exercises are sufficient to hit the triceps really well in this bicep tricep superset. It's really good. Now, one other thing too, this bar can also be used for the curls as well. So let me show you that too while I'm at it. Okay, this bar can also be used for a version of resistance band bicep work that I like to do. Basically just set a resistance band up in these eye bolts I have in the bar on either end, and just get your feet over the resistance band so you have an equal resistance on both sides. And what I do on this one is I keep my elbows in on my abdomen and just curl up to my chin. Again, we want a weight that'll give you a 10 to 12 reps to near failure. And it is another excellent bicep movement. Yeah, it's very good. Now, these last two are just bonuses. We don't necessarily need to do these in this superset arm day. Just doing the two bicep movements and the two tricep movements with the resistance bands, as I showed you, for 4 cycles is a killer arm workout. It really is. Anyway, I just thought, since arm day is a relatively easy day, it certainly can be replicated at home using resistance bands. That's why I always recommend getting resistance bands, just in case your schedule is such that you have to work out at home. These things will work, and they do a great job. I hope this was helpful. If there was anything useful in this, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends, and keep coming back. I really appreciate you being here. And if you have any suggestions or tips or anything that you do at home that would be a cool idea, let us know. Always willing to learn. So until next time, go get 'em. Mark out.